Cheshire Akago, you guys crack me up. I'm way too nice to be God. Ooh, excuse me.
That sucked. You even beat me in Belches.
For a second there, I thought we were gonna have a contest like in the latest Legend of Korra episode. Obligatory reference!
And there it is. Cool, I'll minimize the stream window and I'll pop out the chat.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just fire up Scum VM. I'll first share the screen with you, see how that works.
Cool.
Share window. Okay, is that working for you?
Perfect, perfect.
Awesome sauce. Let's do this. Yeah, subtitles should be on. So even if we can't...
Oh god, I love this music so much.
Yeah, same here. Even if we can't hear the game that well, we can still tell what's going on.
Michael Land composed the music, and I have most all of it in my iPod.
I had it on my, well, not iPod, but MP3 player a while back. Good stuff.
Of course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain.
That's Denny Delk doing the voice, right?
Oh, hi, Denny.
Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do.
He was in a lot of
What the heck is that?
LucasArts games.
Get on in here, Pete. We got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
Tempting fate, Farrell. Law of dramatic convenience. The Dig.
A better title than The Hole.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Attila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
5, 4, ignition, 2, 1.
Hey, Magnata, you're just in time.
Hello there, Governor.
The shuttle is up and away.
As you can hear, Cronos is with it tonight.
The shuttle was designed for, but as
Evening,
Mission
sir.
Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job. Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits.
Oh yeah, that's Steve Bloom.
If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive.
Not to think.
I don't have to be bright. I just have to be careful. The other 2 crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly 1 chance. And we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
But yeah, pay no attention to those last 2 guys they mentioned, because they won't be in this game after the first few scenes. But as I was saying, yeah, Brink is voiced by Steve Bloom, who's pretty well...
He'll always be Guillemon to me.
Huh?
He'll always be Guillemon to me.
Yeah, you mentioned. He's a pretty well-known voice actor nowadays, and Boston is voiced by Robert Patrick, who was the T-1000 in Terminator 2.
Low here. Come on out, kids. The water's fine.
Robin's here. Going independent.
And yeah, Farrell, I really do like the animation in this because it combines sort of a 3D with hand-drawn stuff.
Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful.
Although it was a little bit dated at the time of release. But, you know, in its own way, it still looks pretty good.
Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
Alrighty, so let us get started. So, we have with us this... what do you call this thing? PDA, called the Pen Ultimate. Baduntish. Which we can use to play a game.
Mission aborted.
Which we're not going to right now. Or communicate with the various team members.
Load aboard, do you copy?
Like carbon paper, boss.
Wilco, get in here!
Oh. Just suddenly got a call on MSN.
Are we in position, kid?
Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating.
You're saying Attila is less massive than we expected?
Hey, maybe Attila's nothing but a big old bubble. How do we know what's inside an asteroid?
Foreshadowing.
Flo, do you read?
I'm here, boss.
Let me know if you notice something that would...
Sure, right now,
You ready for us to part company, Ken?
Everything's in position, boss.
Say something profound, Icon. I love it.
Everything's in position, boss.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Any problem with us taking the pig?
I need an icon like that.
Just tell Miles and you can take the little squealer to market.
This is one big ugly pig.
Is that why Cora always calls it her baby?
I heard that, Ken.
Sing!
I heard that, Ken.
Got it down.
Miles, come in, Miles.
Yeah, Boston, I'm on you.
You wish.
We don't even have to say anything anymore.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
Nah, let's not waste too much time in the conversations, though.
Ready for the
Got enough game to go through as it is.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is
There'll be very little chance of that in this game, Norwegians.
Have any of you here seen the movie Event Horizon?
I have not.
Looking sweet, boss.
Because there's probably the most accurate portrayal I've ever seen of what would actually happen if you were to go into the vacuum of space. You could actually survive if it's only for a few seconds, and if you blew out all the air in your lungs.
Load a landing team.
Yeah.
I'm taking the pig down to the surface.
So I've heard.
Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston. You hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Blow out.
Still not recommended. It would cause extensive damage, but technically you could survive.
Yep. Okay, so now we're over at the asteroid itself. So let's see what's in the toolkit. Gonna be needing stuff that's in there to complete the mission. So we got the digger, a shovel for some reason, and the 2 bombs.
Shove kill!
Regulation NASA pocket shovel. Every astronaut should have one.
Don't leave space without it. Or, no, don't leave the shuttle. Joke fail.
Nice try.
Oh well. Okay, so now we gotta call to make sure where we have to plant the bombs.
Miles, come in, Miles.
Miles here.
How are we looking, Cora?
Taking a grand tour before you get to the target site, Boston?
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Till my opponent offers you more money.
I'll miss you when I can't take you with me on missions like this.
Don't get sentimental on me, Boston. Besides, there won't be any more missions like this.
One way or another.
Low, over and out. Gordon, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Low. What is it?
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, kid.
Plant Alpha charge in Quadrant 2. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
Alpha
Low out.
in Quadrant 2.
Bid out.
Roger that. That'd be over here. That's the target surface. Need to do a little digging before we can actually set the bomb down, though.
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion. Nice and smooth now.
Smooth. And then we planned... keep accidentally clearing out the inventory. Plant
That's beta.
the charge there.
Placing charge 2 on target site.
Negative, boss.
Yeah, you need the
Alpha
other one.
charge that goes there
Alpha.
in Quadrant 2.
I hear you, kid. I hear you. We rehearsed this thing 100 times and I still managed to blow it.
That's why you still need us up here, Hero Man.
That would have been a catastrophic error, Commander Lowe.
I noticed you didn't catch the mistake either, Brink.
I didn't think I had to check up on the commander of the mission.
Everybody checks on everybody, Brink. But don't worry, I'm sure Robbins will write a whole article on my bonehead mistake.
It's our mistake. I didn't notice it either, Commander. And it was caught in time. That means the system worked.
Thanks, Robbins.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
I figured.
Shuttle, this is Low.
If there had been a death there, Fletcher would have told us to do it anyway.
Acknowledged.
Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Lowe.
Excellent work, Brink. Ken, the charge is set.
Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
Aww.
Okay, then we arm it.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed.
Okay, so where do we place the next one?
Gordon, this is Lowe. Do you read?
I read you, Lowe. What is it?
Looks like the nuke is set in this quadrant, kid.
Keep trucking, boss.
Okay, so where do I put the next one?
Cockpit out.
Did you ask him a question? Maybe?
Maybe I need to move out into the space area first. Yak, yak, yak.
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, kid.
Plant beta charge in
There we go.
quadrant 3. Make sure you get it on a level surface. Low out, cock.
Quadrant 3.
There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke.
Well,
But it wasn't a rock.
hmm?
Family Guy joke.
Oh. Never saw Family Guy and never will.
Guess what, boys and girls? Using the zero-G digger on this boulder is gonna work just as well as trying to move a sand dune with a teaspoon. We better think of something else.
Better find out what Mission Control suggests.
Mission Control? I'm not calling Houston until I'm sure there's nothing we can do. Just think for a minute.